Jump King, we're doing it. Yes. Okay. This is a full jump to the right. I have a Steam overlay thing in my way. Oh God, what a nightmare this is. Coming back to Jump King is always a nightmare to some degree, but I feel like this is particularly bad because not only am I back in Jump King, but also I have to... Oh fuck, I'm supposed to jump to the left there. But also I have to like regain my muscle memory right at the end of the game. Like the worst time to like remember Jump King. Then again, I guess there isn't that much to lose, so it's not the worst. Because if I was just below the church, it would be much worse. Oh wait, this is a full jump. There we go. So we remember. Do you remember? About a week ago. All right. That joke makes sense if you know what day it is. Is this a full jump? Sure. Fuck. Oh, nice. We take those. Not perfect, but we certainly take those. Fuck. Again? Way better than it could have been. Every time we fall down to the church level, it's like, whatever, you know? It's just a time tax. I was mentioning this before. It was like 23 seconds or whatever that is due to the time gods. But otherwise, it's like perfectly fine. There's like no consequence at all, which is very cool for the end game of Jump King. I'm going to be honest. Could be way, way, way worse. If it just lets you fall all the way down, like this game would be so much worse as far as like quality of life. And maybe gameplay in general too, to be honest. Imagine that's what the DLCs are for. But we're never going to find out. Keep it 100. I don't think we're doing the DLC in this game. Not unless I get several $1,000s to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am good. I wouldn't even be playing this game to begin with if not for a game exchange. So I guess I'll do it if somebody like did another game exchange, but I think I'm gonna be a lot more particular about that kind of thing from now on, because Jump King does not equal Outer Wilds to me. I mean, it's not for me as part of the thing, so maybe it is a good equivalent exchange, to be honest, but I don't feel like I felt like I've been done dirty, at least with the time. You know what I mean? That's like the biggest thing. Which, to be fair, I didn't have to continue playing, right? But I knew I was going to beat it no matter how long it took. So that being part of the equation as well makes a ton of sense, right? Like, though, then again, my time is literally worth less than other people's time. Because, like, if you want to talk about, like, effective streams, right? Where it's like, okay, well, how many streams worth of Jump King have I played versus how much any other game takes for someone else to play? You know what I mean? If it takes them, 4 of their streams to get through it, then 4 of my streams should be equivalent, even if their streams are 3 hours a piece and my streams are 7 or 8, right? That seems fair. So I guess if I look at it from that lens, maybe this is fair. I'd have to do the math to really know. I think we do a full jump. And then this is a full jump as well? Yeah. All right. We're locked in. We're back. We've got some more stuff for today as well. So not only are we going to go back to Dead Rising as soon as Savage gets back, whenever that happens. We're also going to be playing V Rising today, and EDF should be at the end of the day as well. I literally don't know how to recover from there. There might be a way, but like I actually don't know where to go from that candle on the right. Oops. Like, I don't even know if you can get to the candle to the top left of it, and I'm pretty sure you can't get to any other candle around it. So like, When I say I don't know where, I mean like I literally don't know where feasibly you could go. But that's just, you know, me not knowing. Not saying that you can't do nothing. Let me tell you something. I believe in accomplishments and greatness. And when you can't do nothing and there's nothing you can do, you do what you can. I was watching an episode, or not an episode of the Boondocks. I was watching somebody review an episode of the Boondocks recently about like fake friends, basically. Pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't feel like I agree with the messaging that the Boondocks was going for, to be honest. Not like there. I don't know how to get out of that situation. It seemed like they were saying that you should, you know, be the bigger man, even when it doesn't work out for you. Or maybe they were saying that it sucks to be the bigger man when it's not worth it. Maybe that's what they were saying, but I don't know. I kind of got the impression from the episode that they were just like, look, sometimes your friends are shit, but you should still be their friend. And I'm like, I don't know if I agree with that. Like, everybody's got their stuff, right? It depends, right? But the relationships that we saw in the episode, like, I don't know. I guess friendship means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But Huey's best friend Cairo was like replaced Huey with a guy that's like basically like a pale imitation of Huey. He's like the illusion of Huey. Hotep is the word that they use, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Cairo isn't like actually genuinely friends with Huey, because like the friendship with Huey could be based on not necessarily Huey's beliefs, but more so like his energy, his character, if that makes sense, like the way he presents, which is like kind of a shallow reason to be friends with someone, sure, but like, you know, you can like anybody for any reason, right? It's like, yeah, no, I just like, you know, dry humored, like overly calm, serious types of dudes, you know what I mean? Like that's a perfectly legitimate reason to like somebody. So if I look at it from that perspective, it's like, it's not like Cairo's fake necessarily for replacing Huey with somebody who's like not really, you know, about the culture or whatever, because he doesn't need to be, right? But the other friendship that exists in the show, in that episode, is Grandpa has this friend or former friend from like, I don't know, 30 years ago or some shit like that, right? And they were in the military together, and it seemed like they were like never really truly friends, to be honest. But they always like ragged on each other. And like, I don't know, I definitely feel like, as far as friendships go, like friendships where you like mostly just rag on each other, like I don't necessarily have a problem with that. So it kind of depends, like you really have to be in the friendship in order to know if it's like, if you're actually friends or if you just fucking hate that guy. You know what I mean? Like, because I've definitely ragged on people that I genuinely didn't like, and I've also ragged on people that I like quite a lot. So it kind of depends. It depends if there's, you know, vitriol behind it. If you're saying it with hate in your heart, you know? But yeah, it seemed like, I don't know, seemed like they didn't have like a very good friendship at all. And that didn't change just because Grandpa's friend died and he like went to the funeral. And it's like, I don't know, I think it speaks to that guy's character that Grandpa ended up being the one speaking at the funeral, being that maybe it wasn't the only person speaking, right? I didn't see the whole episode, right? But being that they like arguably aren't even that good of a friend, you know what I mean? Like that guy's character means like that's what he has. This is what he's got going on. This is the person that he can speak, that can speak for him, you know? It's like this guy that doesn't even really like him. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Oh no. That's fine. Do you think about your own funeral? Because you can die at any time, right? So do you have like a person that you would expect to speak? Should you be planning for that? Should you have like a revolving will at any given moment, just in case? You know? I don't feel like I have anything that important to say or give or anything like that. I feel like whatever. Let whoever ends up being able to figure that out. I feel like I don't really give a shit personally. But I definitely could see people like caring about that stuff, you know? It's like you want it to happen a certain way or whatever. Versus I don't want one, but I know my family will. A funeral? Oh, well, yeah, no. Funerals aren't for the dead. They're for the living, right? So I wouldn't want one for me, but like it's not my choice. It's literally not for me, you know? So like it is what it is. I've already resigned myself to that fate. But I hear you as well, Garen. I feel exactly the same way. But as far as like what's involved in it, you know what I mean? Like some people, even if they didn't particularly care for the idea of a funeral, it's like, oh, well, but if you're going to do it, you should do it like this, you know? Some people have those kind of preferences. I don't think I do, though. I think whatever you do is fine. Like, whatever. I don't care. Cheap is better. That's my preference, I guess. But, you know, that's just because I don't really believe in wasting money. And it would be a waste of money, in my opinion. Fuck. I tried to get a short hop to the middle one because that's kind of ultimately where you want to go. Fuck. It didn't work though. Versus, I wanted to be happy. Maybe I bring donuts to my funeral. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think a lot of people feel that way about their funerals in retrospect. It doesn't ever come across that way though, right? I've heard of a lot of people that want their funeral to be happy in like concept or whatever. But in execution, I've never really seen a happy funeral, you know? Could you imagine like a comedian being asked to perform at a funeral? I would be so fucking down with that shit. That would be so fucking awesome. Versus some cultures have funeral strippers. It's fucking so awesome. Holy shit. I would never, obviously. Women make me feel uncomfortable just normally, let alone if they're trying to like provide a service type shit. So like definitely not for me at all ever, but that's fucking awesome nonetheless. Alright. How the fuck did that happen? I must have just like jumped too high. Tried so hard and got so far. And in the end, turning on that fan. It's not terribly warm. 78 in here. It's not terrible, but it's a little more than I want it to be. Here says the more people that show up, the better off you are in the afterlife. So they get strippers to draw in crowds. Ah, okay. What a weird policy. So like me as, you know, a broke ass bitch, I can just be like rolling up to the funerals where there's like strippers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no entrance fee or whatever. They're just like, yeah, man, I want you to be there. Like, please do come to my funeral. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. All right. Sick, nasty. I mean, like, is there an entrance fee at a strip club? Can you just go to the strip club and just be there? Is that how that works? Someone who's never been to a strip club, I literally don't know. I imagine that there must be some kind of a cover fee. Like a nightclub? Nightclubs are free for the ladies though, right? Or at least most of the time they are. Or maybe that's just some days. Yours says a lot of times there's a fee. That makes sense. If it's something, you know, if it's a service that's being provided, whereas like the fact that ladies are at a club or whatever is a service to the establishment. So that's why it's often free for them. Maybe not always. Delta says they got to get money somehow. Well, yeah, but the patrons are the people that give them money, and I imagine that that can happen even if there was no cover charge. Spirit says most have a fee if they don't, you should probably leave. For the record, I have never been myself. If they don't have a fee, you should probably leave. What? Because it's like sleazy or something? Like it's like a nasty place because they don't have an entrance fee? Versus I somehow have ended up there a couple times. I mean, being someone who travels a lot for work or whatever, I could see that happening now and then, to be honest. Especially if you're since you're a bachelor or whatever, right? You're like, well, you don't have any reason not to go. You have to be, it's company policy for you to attend this fucking strip club. What are you, queer? Well, all right. This is what we're doing, I guess. I could see that definitely happening. I definitely haven't ever been. And I probably will never be at this point. I think all the homies that are gonna get married are already married. You know what I mean? So if I was going to go, it would be because somebody wanted me to be part of their like bachelor or whatever. And I think that part of life that door is closed. You know what I mean? I think we're done with that. Grant says I might go one day. Oh shit. Grant says either Sleazy or the B Squad is working, or they cover the lack of fees by forcing a drink minimum and a dance minimum. Oh, that sort of makes sense. So if you don't get a dance, kick breaks. That's interesting. A drink minimum is pretty interesting too. Fuck. Can I do that? Maybe it's not possible. Fuck. Timing seemed really tight for that. Fuck. Curse says, I don't regret it at all. I just didn't enjoy it though. I also can't think of Curse says, I also can't think about money the way regulars there do. I see. Yeah, giving money to someone like that, not like a stripper. I mean, like giving someone in the context of a strip club doesn't really feel, I don't know. It's too, like, even gifting subs to me sometimes feels a little too, I don't know, like invasive in a way. Like, I don't necessarily like when people, like, if I want to give a gift to someone, right? I don't really want their response to the gift, if that makes sense. Like, I want them to have the gift and to receive it and to do what they will with it. But I don't really want them to be like, oh, thanks. Wow, that was amazing. Oh my God, you're so, you know what I mean? Like, all that's like too much. I don't want that. So like, the whole concept of a strip club by its very nature goes against like everything that I would want from an exchange. You know what I mean? Like, all of it's bad for me, actually. It says, I used to hang out with a lot of strippers when I did, you know, stuff. It says, salt of the earth. I don't know what you mean by that. Gurr says, I only ever use my Prime sub here for that reason. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, riot against, you know what I mean? I am an affiliate. The only problems that I really have with like receiving money myself personally is if you're like, I don't know. I don't want to say making a show of it, but that's the best way that I can describe it, right? Like a little something here or there, fine. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. But if it's like a continuous thing, it is going to bother me more and more. You know what I mean? The more it happens at once, the more I'm bothered by it, which is like true for most people about most things, right? I can let whatever slide, and I am like literally just tolerating it, but it is part of the shit. I still want to make that profit loss sheet as well. That's the plan for me soon, and I want to break it down. I want to have like a timeline. Like, this is when we started stream. You know what I mean? This is when we started stream, and you know, this is the year of 2023, and this is the year of 2024. This is the year of 2025 profits loss or whatever. You know what I mean? Like gross I think that's like, I think I'm down with that. I don't think I care about like publishing that, to be honest. I think it's good for me to do that, where it's like, listen, this is what the money looks like on the stream. I'm not here for, oh, we did make it. I'm not here for making money, like actually. Grant says, I totally understand. I don't need the whole dog and pony show. Just take the box. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have put it that way, but I do feel like you're speaking to me. I think I want the glowing thing. Fuck. Sounds so fucking climactic. Fuck. I do like this spot to land on though. Feels great. I mean, that's good when you repeatedly return there, but still way better than where you can land in most places. Yours says, I feel like it's fake money and that makes it more okay. Oh, Prime sub money? It is technically, right? It's literally, if you don't use it, you lose it money. And I had a Prime sub for like 6 fucking months and I never used it. Maybe even more than that. Maybe it was like 8 months. You watched Has-Been Hotel? No. Yes, Has-Been Hotel. And I tried to cancel my Amazon Prime right after. But like, when you cancel it, you gotta like, it takes you to a screen where it's like, okay, you're canceling. Click down there to confirm your cancel. And if you don't confirm it, they're just, you're still subscribed. And I did that like 4 times or whatever. And then finally I realized, like, son of a bitch, there's a button down there that says confirm cancelization or whatever. Grant says, I forgot to use my Prime sometimes, but I've been good about it recently. Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It should auto re-Prime sub. You know what I mean? It should automatically do it to the same person again, in my opinion. And you should be able to change it in advance, right? You're like, oh, like after it goes off, if you wanted to go to someone else, you should be able to be like, oh, I wanted to go to this person, and then the next time it's due or whatever, it just automatically goes to the next person, in my opinion. Grant says it should be an option for sure. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't, but you know how they are. You know how those people are. Those people. Fuck. This is a full jump to the left, which is very nice. Oh shit. All right, we're good. Here's this should be, but think of all the money they are saving. Yeah, actually, I understand why, but it would be a very nice quality of life thing. I think somebody, yeah, there was a tweet I saw that they're making it easier to become a partner, a Twitch partner. Instead of requiring 6 streams in a month, it's only 4 streams in a month to become a partner. And I'm like, who's streaming 4 times a month to 75 concurrent viewers? Like, what the fuck? Like, who does this affect? Like, yo, you fucking got it, bro. Like, you've got it. If that's the problem, that you just can't be bothered or don't have the time to stream the extra 2 times or whatever a month, and you're just drowning in community or whatever, like, more power to you, I guess. I mean, sure, you know what I mean? Like, if you got the people, honestly, I genuinely don't have an issue with it. I don't know why there's a requirement, to be honest. Like, in order to be a partner, like, if you got the community, if you're 75 concurrent viewers over, 10 streams or whatever, like, whatever a number of streams, you know what I mean? If it's not just a flash in the pan concurrent viewers, right? If you can consistently bring in that amount of viewership, I don't know how the consistency of your stream, as far as like when you actually stream, I don't know how that matters at all, genuinely. So like, I definitely don't have a problem with the change, but it does make me wonder who this affects, right? Because it definitely seems like it's one of those policy changes that's going to affect like one person. And the partnership program is like a manual review for Twitch anyway, as I understand it. It's not like an automated thing like affiliated is. I think affiliated is. I know that emotes are. But yeah, the way that it works in my mind, like I just don't see it affecting people. Like I don't see it being a thing. Versus YouTubers, maybe? Even YouTubers would have some trouble getting their viewership to show up. There was someone who I was watching, there's a Zir2. If you guys are familiar with the YouTuber Tierzu, he has a personal channel or whatever. And he did a tier list recently where he was talking about shorts, right? As part of it, as a small part of it. There was a shorts creator for YouTube, right? That has like 1.5 million subs, right? And like over 1 billion views from their shorts, right? They did their first long form video about 8 minutes, right? It's an 8-minute YouTube video. And that long form video has, I think it was like tens of views, like literally maybe 100, 300 views or some shit like that. So like, doesn't matter that they have 1 million subscribers. Nobody in the shorts realm gave a shit, right? I think that YouTube viewership long form will translate to Twitch streams much better than shorts would, but like it just depends, you know? It just depends. God damn, look at me go. All right. I haven't done a short in a long time. I've been meaning to do some. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I haven't done shorts in a long time is because Unite and Fight for Granblue, the mobile game that I play, happened 2 weeks ago. And right now, Rise of the Beast is happening. And both of those are timed events that will like affect my forward progression, like even long term. If I don't do them like during the time. And I'm not going to say that I couldn't have done the editing because it's not like I'm doing it like terribly actively or whatever, but that definitely is a thing that I've been doing instead of what I should be doing, you know? And I also definitely am like, yo, the days that I have off from streaming, I definitely enjoy fucking sleeping. Like catching up on sleep is not an insignificant factor. Speaking of, we did not sleep very much last night at all. I think I'm fine though, which kind of shows how consistently I've been not sleeping, if anything. Like, yeah, no, sometimes I just don't get to sleep before streams. Just the way it is. We did finish System Shock 2 though, and I'm very fucking glad that game is over. I wish that I could say that my opinion of that game is extremely positive. It's a cool game. It does a lot of cool things. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's like an amazing end game experience in particular. I've never heard anybody complain about the end game of System Shock 2 before, and I don't know why, because it's not good. There's a lot of pretty bad things about it, but I think the first game, at least the remaster for the first game, did a lot better, is kind of the thing. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like System Shock is really the one, but no. It's just like my opinion, man. Fuck. It's a very, very hard jump for some reason. Gura says, I didn't get much sleep either. I went to a performance. What kind of a performance? Makes it sound like an orchestral thing, if I had to guess. Like a live music performance, but not like a band. Because you wouldn't call a comedy show a performance, I would imagine. Yours says I can't say which, it's too specific. Ah, I see. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna assume it was a comedy thing then, for the sake of conversation. I almost went to a live comedy show once, but well, no, I did go to one. which I won't tell you about because it is also too specific. It was a comedian that I had never heard of, and he was not very good. He did not kill that show. He did fine, I guess, but I didn't think it was very good. Nice. Here's his But Like a Carnival. Oh, okay. Sure. Shout out to Ren Fairs. Fuck. Fuck! That's not what you want. Hey, Kolya. Man, we are getting fucked up, dude. Bad shit happening left, right, and center. Let me tell you. Is the chat thing working, by the way? I think it was, but I haven't been paying attention to it. It should be. Nothing changed. Am I going to keep this overlay? 4x3? Probably not. I think I'm going to get rid of it. Just assume... Hey, Spot. I'm just going to assume that if I ever need to play a 4x3 game again, I'll just make a new overlay from scratch, probably. Gray Malenko said that his lady asked him, how many rounds can you go? Okay, this is like a sexual question, I guess. And the Great Malenko says, depends on what the mystery box gives me. What? I don't get it. Mystery box? And also, the Great Malenko, if you want to talk about flirting to me, even if you're just like telling me about your like adventures, right? I am not one who can like weigh in on game. You know what I mean? Like the last time that I spoke to someone in like a flirtatious way, I don't know how I want to end that sentence. I'm not very good at it, is my point. Great Malenko says COD zombies. Oh. Great Malenko says, you got the most game, bro. Stop the cop? I would stop the cop. I'd stop that motherfucker. We don't fuck with no 12. Like the mysterious box. I haven't played Call of Duty Zombies ever. I assume that Delta knows. Great Malenko says, not cop, cap. No, I'd stop a cap. I'd stop that cap. But yeah, no, I genuinely do not, actually. Not at all. I might be past the point where I freeze up. Maybe. Shout out to Suck. But I don't know. I don't know. That's true. Like, genuinely, I don't know. Delta says, no, what? About mystery boxes in Call of Duty. So the Great Malenko said, that is Shorty, said, how many rounds can you go? And the Great Malenko responded with, it depends on, or I don't know, it depends on what the mystery box gives me. Then he said, did I sell? And I feel like did I sell in that context is him asking me, was he spitting game? But maybe did I sell is a continuation of the thought in Call of Duty. And I just didn't know that because I don't play Call of Duty Zombies. There's context here. You know what I'm saying? There's context that I just like don't super know about. But yeah, no, I'm not a flirty guy. Not at all. Not at all. If I've ever flirted with someone, it's because it came super naturally.
Thanks, babe.
Which does happen sometimes. Shut the fuck up, Savage.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not your best line, but yeah.
Well, it worked on you, stupid bitch.
It did. I like it when you call me a bitch. I really actually makes me want to impress you more.
That's a pretty toxic relationship you're building yourself up for. I wonder why your relationships didn't work out prior.
Can you believe this guy's relationships don't work? What happened?
Yeah, I can't believe it. The thing that he finds attractive is people being mean to him. Fucking crazy. Delta says, call his dick a ray gun? I don't get it. Is his name Ray?
Also, you.
Sorry?
that line's terrible, Malenko. Sorry,
You didn't like it?
nah, my pussy would dry up if I heard that from a man. Sorry.
Awesome. We can switch games
Yeah, sure. Man.
next time we fall.
When then?
Wouldn't that be awesome? There's some stuff that I
Wouldn't
figured
it?
out. Do you know the end game? Have you figured out the end game for this?
I've been to the tower before, yeah.
Okay. So did you
but
figure out the
I-
tower?
Up until like this third to last jump, I think. Yeah.
Well, the third to last jump. Well, all the last jumps are skill jumps, right? So
Yeah.
as far as pathing goes and all that, because I've got
Yeah.
this place like on fucking lock basically. Just by the
Yeah,
fact
I
that
got the
just picked it up.
I got the ice part. Like I can skip past that real quick now.
Yeah. The reason why I'm going still is because I know that this is just a time tax.
What I don't like about the line, Malenko, is like it only works in the context of Call of Duty. What would the mystery box have to do with you fucking? Like how long? I don't know. If it worked on 2 levels, I would have congratulated you.
I mean, that's what makes it a pun, is that it works on 2 levels, right?
Exactly, but it doesn't.
Missed. That's awkward. I literally just missed the thing I was standing next to. All right, we'll go here. No, actually, these two. These gems are just the same as well. All right, we'll stop here.
Sounds good.
How long was that? 36 minutes? Not terrible.